Joining us right now, Morgan, first in the morning, as always, with entertainment. And you've got the latest when it comes to Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. The saga continues.
Oh, my gosh, the saga indeed. So here's the deal. So Brian Friedman, who is Baldoni's lawyer, is now claiming that Blake Lively threatened her BFF, we're assuming they're still friends, Taylor Swift, and threatened her and asked her and her team to publicly support Blake Lively during this legal battle with Justin Baldoni, and claims, this is Brian Friedman, claims that if she didn't publicly support her, that she would release very personal text messages. Now, Blake Lively's team is like, that did not happen, and they released a statement to say this: "We unequivocally deny all of these so-called allegations, which are cowardly sourced to supposed anonymous sources." So Justin's team are claiming that they have very credible sources to give him this information. And I mean, essentially what we're talking about, these are very serious accusations that Blake Lively is using extortion, trying to extort from her best friend here with revealing these kind of intimate text messages in order to get her, support during this whole trial.
Have we heard, do we know from Taylor at all on this?
So here's the deal. So Taylor's team is saying, she's already been subpoenaed. That happened last week. And that team has come out because Brian Friedman subpoenaed her. And they said, listen, Taylor was not involved in any creative decisions. She only allowed one of her songs to be used in the soundtrack of this movie. That's it. There's 19 other artists who also gave their permission for their songs. You're not subpoenaing, you're not going after those artists. You're just going after me. So, I think Taylor's team's going to be fighting this. Blake's team's going to be fighting this. But this is all gearing up for this very big showdown trial in March of 2026, which we know Blake and Baldoni will be testifying.
All right, we'll stay tuned for that.
It's a lot.
Meanwhile, let's head to Cannes.
Yeah, so it's day 3 of Cannes. But yesterday, everybody was talking about the cast of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. The entire cast was there. It's a huge cast with Tom Cruise. This is the 8th film in the franchise, in case people were curious. And then the whole audience got to see it. It received a 5-minute standing ovation.
This is my favorite part, by the way.
How many minutes?
Yes, exactly.
How many?
So is that the record so far this year, is 5 minutes?
I don't know this year, but it's a pretty impressive one. Not to bring this down, but the longest ever was 22 minutes, and that was Pan's Labyrinth back in 2006. But a standing ovation for a huge action film like Mission Impossible, I think is pretty cool. And also very exciting, I'm going to be interviewing the cast all next week. And it's all going to be airing on the show. We're calling this our Mission Impossible week on TMS. So that's really exciting. But yeah, you got the standing ovation there. I just love watching everyone awkwardly clap. And
I want to try that. I think one morning after the show, we should all do that. See if we can do a standing ovation for 22 minutes straight.
No, let's not.
Yeah, these are horrible ideas. No. You've been cut off. Okay, well,
there are no bad ideas in brainstorming.
True. Look, I'm just going to skip over this. Okay, but one other thing. So there's new rules at Cannes this year when it comes to clothing. And the rules are no nudity and no super long trains. This was a rule that came kind of last minute. Heidi Klum decided, I don't care about your rules. And so she showed up in this gorgeous dress. Look at that train.
It's stunning.
Listen, the rules make sense. They're basically saying we don't want this to hinder the proper flow of traffic of guests. And they also don't want complicated seating when it comes to these giant dresses.
That's a train.
Either she's making a statement or these rules came into effect very last minute, and people can't really change their outfits last minute. And Halle Berry actually made a comment. She's like, well, I had to change my outfit because maybe she had a long train. So there you go.
So what do you do when you're Cannes security? Do you come out with these giant scissors to cut off?
I mean, when you
your train's got to go.
When you have all the cameras on you and everyone taking photos, you just kind of go, well, I guess she broke the rules. I don't know. Did you get fined? I don't know. I'd love to know what happens. But she looked beautiful.
All right. Perhaps more to come on that. All right.
I'm going to say so.
Thank you, Morgan. Appreciate it.